roses weep. She carved our names in the bark so deep. Underneath that old oak tree, her laughter rang wild and free. The dusty trails knew our wandering souls. In the town where the church bell tolls, we danced through nights under starry lights. Her voice in the wind holding me tight. But now the porch swings alone, the door softly moans. Her scarf caught on the fence, faded and worn. And every sunset that bleeds into night whispers her name, her voice held tight. The years roll like a lonesome freight through empty cabins and hearts that wait. Where once her boots by the doorway stood, now just echoes in a silent wood. The gravel roads they all remember, her smile in the fire's dying ember. But time it took what I held dear, left me with shadows when I reach disappear. Now the porch swings alone, the door softly moans. Her scarf caught on the fence, weathered and torn. And every sunset that bleeds into night cries out her name, her voice held tight. Vast unyielding skies, I see her eyes and the stars that rise. And though I roam through this endless plight, her soul's a lantern in my night. Still the porch swings alone, the door softly moans. Her scarf caught on the fence, threads bare and shorn. As the twilight concedes to the night, I hold her close, her voice held tight. In the quiet whispers of the night, forever her voice, forever held tight. Down by the willow, where the creek used to sigh, I carved our names under that 4th of July sky. The oak trees whisper secrets in the breath of the wind, promises made just to break and not to mend. The creek fell apart just like the dreams we knew. The water stopped running where the wildflowers grew. In the dust of the trail where our footsteps disappeared, I listen for you, but it's my own echo I hear. The old porch swing hangs, lonesome and untold. Rusted chains and memories too painful to hold. Your scarf still dances on the breeze of the dawn, in a town too quiet since the day you were gone. Yes, the creek fell apart just like the dreams we knew. The water stopped running where the wild trail where our footsteps disappear. I listen for you, but it's my own echo I hear. Somewhere past the sunset, on roads that twist and bend, I ride with your shadow as my only faithful friend. Every empty cabin, every silent starlit park holds a ghost of the whispers from your vanishing heart. So the creek fell apart under skies wide and stark, and I wander these valleys with you in the dark. If letting go is the way the old stories all end, I'm lost in the chapters that I cannot amend. As the sun whispers goodbye in hues of deep maroon, I know part of my soul will always be entwined with the moon. Out where the oaks cast long shadows at dusk, in a town too small to claim, she laughed under the porch light flickering rust as the prairie sang her name. We danced past the midnight while the coyotes cried, her scarf catching the moon's soft sighs. But the dawn came riding hard from the east, and that long ride closed her eyes. And now the wind whispers low through the saddle I bear, and the cabins creak with old desires. Every gravel road a memory, every sunset a tear, since that long ride closed her eyes. Years have their way of changing a man. The trails once bright, now gray. That porch stands quiet, no more laughs in the span. Only silence holds sway. The dust settles thick where her boots left a trace. Echoes of laughter, the ghost of her grace. Rain falls like mercy on this heart that won't dry, since that long ride closed her eyes. Now the wind whispers low through the saddle I bear, and the cabins creak with old desires. Every gravel road a memory, every sunset a tear, since that long ride closed her eyes. Underneath the vast endless skies, I roam with her shadow pacing nearby. A whisper of love that never dies, just circles round the truth that ties. So here's to the roads, both taken and not, to the loves we hold tight in our thoughts. May the dust always dance where the old oak lies, since that long ride closed her eyes. Since that long ride closed her eyes.
In the whispers of the prairie wind, by the creek where the willows sway, there's a cabin aged by sun and sand, where his shadow washed away. Old oak, its roots deep as secrets, scarf she left faded to gray. On the porch echoes a duet to hearts that dared to stray. Under the vast and turning sky, my love's facing the clouds, I pray. Every sunset makes me try to find where his shadow washed away. Gravel roads we walked in laughter, now just trails of dust and dismay. The storms came in silence after, like the rains he too wouldn't stay. Saddle worn from journeys ended, gloved hands no more held in sway. In lone nights no stars descended, only dreams where night bleeds today. Under the vast and turning sky, my love's facing the clouds, I pray. Every sunset makes me try to find where his shadow washed away. So I roam this land, a ghost among the oak and ash, a whisper on the wind, a flicker in the embers flash. What's lost is not just him, but the echo of my name in the canyons of my heart, where he alone remains. So here's my soul beneath the endless skies, a say, a cowboy's lonesome tune where old love's fray. Every sunset's crimson cry, a testament asway to the love in that lone place where his shadow washed away, where his shadow washed away.
In the shade of an old oak tree, where wild days are left to be, I carved our names inside a heart on the bark now torn apart. A quiet town where rivers went, you danced in streets, left pain behind. But windswept dreams on gravel roads took me where the sunset glowed. Oh, my hollow heart forgot the warmth of June, your sweet soft talk. Under stars that now seem dim, I roam alone with our lost hymn, where the porch light fades at dawn and your laughter's long since gone. My hollow heart can't forget the echoes of the day. Now the cabin stands alone, empty rooms where light had shone. Old porch creaks with tales untold, scarves you wore against the cold. The riding trails now overgrown, the dust settles on the unknown. Each hoofbeat a dull soft throb, in the quietness my heart sobs. Oh, my hollow heart forgot the warmth of June, your sweet soft talk. Under stars and now seem dim, I roam alone with our lost hymn, where the porch light fades at dawn, and your laughter's long since gone. My hollow heart can't forget the echoes of the day we met. Rain washes old paths I ride, like my tears I cannot hide. In the mirror of the stream, I see us a faded dream. But the saddle knows my frame, and the wind whispers your name. In the whispers love soft calls, I find what my hollow heart lost. Oh, my hollow heart forgot, but in silence it loves you a lot. Under skies forever dim, I whisper prayers for you, for him. Where the night holds tight my fears, and I age with passing years, still my hollow heart can't forget, like a sun that never sets. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where the wind whispers through the leaves, she laughed under the summer sky, where a hollow heart closed her eyes. We traced the paths where wildflowers dream, past the creek where the water gleams. But now where once her laughter lies, only echoes softly sigh. Oh, my darling, gone like the sunset's glow, left me with these fields where lonely winds blow. Each whisper through the oak feels like a long-drawn sigh, since hollow heart closed her eyes. The porch still creaks, but now it's just me. Her scarf still hangs, untouched by the breeze. The dust has settled on the road we'd ride since she left one cold, starless night. The saddle rests, untouched, grows old, like the secrets in her heart untold. An empty cabin fills with shadows of her light in the silence after she closed her eyes. Oh, my darling, gone like the sunset's glow, left me with these fields where lonely winds blow. Each whisper through the oak feels like a long-drawn sigh, since hollow heart closed her eyes. And I roam these hills, trying to find what remains of her in the twilight. But every trail just fades in the dying light, leading me back to the
night she closed her eyes. So here I stand alone, silhouette 'neath the sky. Past keeps calling from the places we'd hide. The world moves on, but I'm still trying to find why. Her hollow heart had to close her eyes. I'm still singing to the stars, hoping they'll reply, since hollow heart closed her eyes. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, we carved our names in the bark, soft and low. The sunset painted stories on your gentle laughing face. Under that old oak tree, our quiet, sacred place. But the oak tree fell apart just like the promises we made. Leaves turned to whispers, our summer's shade now fades. The wind's a lonesome singer through branches worn and sparse. Lost love's a melody beneath the stars so harsh. Years rolled like thunder across the plain so wide. Our path diverged in shadows, you left my side. That old porch still creaks with tales it yearns to tell, of dusty boots, forgotten roots, and rain that softly fell. The oak tree fell apart just like the dreams we knew. Where once the earth held strong, now grows the bitter yew. The wind's a mournful caller through spaces left so vast. Each memory's a ghost from some forgotten past. The scarf you gave to me, it holds the scent of juniper and whispers of the sea. What's left is just the echo of the laughter we once shared. In the solace of the wilderness, I find that I'm still scared. Yes, the oak tree fell apart, with it went my heart, scattered like the leaves in the autumn set apart. I'll sing beneath the moon, where once we danced till dawn, holding on to shadows long after you have gone. Dust dries as trails fade, I'm a silhouette part of this land. Cowboy with an empty heart and a trembling hand. And as the sun dips low, I'll sing for you, my dear part, underneath the heavens where our old oak tree fell apart.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, by that old wrought gate, weathered and strong, there's a scarf you left, faded and torn, whispers of fabric, like a heart worn. We met when the sunset painted skies bold, on gravel paths where our dreams we told. But the gate stays, oh the gate stays, while my heart roams through forgotten days. Sunsets bleed into starless nights, and I'm a shadow in the fading lights, where you left your laugh on that cold porch swing. The gate stays, but lost is the spring. The cabin stands empty, the fire's gone dim, trails overgrown where we once walked on wind. Wind carries dust, erasing steps we made, each gust a memory, slowly to fade. Your scent in the rain on the old leather saddle, echoes of kisses, our tender battle. Yes, the gate stays, oh the gate stays, while I wander through these endless grays. Sunsets mourn with the cry of doves, and I'm just a cowboy who lost his loves, where your warmth lingered on that worn-out swing. The gate stays in the silence of spring. Now under the vast and timeless skies, I reckon each star has your soft-spoken lies. But the heart finds its peace as the old oak knows, rooted deep while the wild river flows. Still the gate stays, yes the gate stays, a sentinel to her once golden days. I'll keep riding where the trails wind away, but in my dreams by that gate I'll stay. A cowboy's tale spun with dust and ring. The gate stays, and with it my heart's unbreaking. In the shadow of an oak, where the wild daisies throng, beneath the boundless dome, where the quiet rivers run, there once swayed a swing, ropes weathered by the sun, where laughter bloomed like spring. Oh, the days when we were young. But now the swing's at rest, no more to sway inside, underneath that ancient oak, where part of my heart did die. Each creaking sound it made like a lonesome whispered cry. The swing died young, my love, beneath that endless sky. The town's a whispered ghost, its streets bathed in the dust, porches empty, curtains drawn, in the silence dreams do rust. That old scarf you left behind, now a relic of our trust, turned to dust like the roads we rode, surrendered to the gust. But now the swing's at rest, no more to sway inside, underneath that ancient oak, where all our dreams did lie. Each creaking sound it made like a farewell, soft and shy. The swing died young, my dear, and sometimes so do I. Oh, how the prairie sings in tones so bittersweet of every tender night, every heart's defeat in the folds of fading light. Where memories and sorrows meet, I find the echoes of our love, and swings at rest, no more to sway inside. Underneath that ancient oak, I come to sit and cry. Each whispered windswept tale tells of the time gone by. The swing died young, my love, and love, neither can I. The swing died young, my love, beneath that vast old sky. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grew, she laughed under sunsets, painting skies a dusty hue. Her scarf a streak of crimson against the fading light, lingers in my memory like the last whisper of night. Old Porch Creek with secrets as we watch stars align. Her whispers in the wind, forever etched in time. Her goodbye whispers haunt the gravel roads I roam. Echoes of a love now just a ghost in my bones. Each town feels empty, like the cabin we once knew. Underneath the starry sky, her words were my truth. Years have turned like pages in a book worn and read. The oak tree stands alone, the daisy's long since dead. Rain taps on the saddle where she once sat by me. Now it's just a leather throne for dust and memories. The trails we blazed together, now faded, overgrown, left me wandering these hills, a cowboy all alone. Her goodbye whispers haunt the gravel roads I roam. Echoes of a love now just a ghost in my bones. Each town feels empty, like the cabin we once knew. Underneath the starry sky, her words were my truth. Sometimes in the silence, before the dawn breaks anew, I swear I feel her presence in the chill of the dew. Yet every sunrise teaches what I didn't know I'd miss. The warmth of her goodbye, the eternity in her kiss. Her goodbye whispers soft as shadows in the gloam, a melody of heartache, the anthem of my own. As twilight claims the heavens and I settle in the night, her love's a distant echo, a fading trail of light. Underneath the starry sky, where dreams dare not lie, her whisper whispers guide me still on this lonely cowboy ride.
In the shadow of an oak, by the rusted gate we knew, where the whispers of the prairie grass caught the morning dew. Your scarf a patch of crimson lost beneath the summer's throne, where we carved our names on that old porch in a time all our own. Oh, how the gate still sways in winds that know your name, while my heart's locked behind it, forever waiting in vain. Every sunset paints your face on the skies I roam alone. Rusted gate stays, but darling, you've gone. The years they came with dust and rain wore the trail to your door. The cabin stands, empty hands, no echo of your laughter anymore. That saddle rests untouched, undressed, where once it rode the wild. Every gravel road a memory, every mile a whispered shout. Oh, how the gate still sways in winds that know your name, while my heart's locked behind it, forever waiting in vain. Every sunset paints your face on the skies I roam alone. Rusted gate stays, but darling, you've gone. Beneath the crescent moon's embrace, I feel the weight of skies. The stars like tears, the night reveals what the heart denies. In the quiet of the fading trails, I find no rest, no new stars. For every path wins back to you through the canyons of my heart. Oh, how the gate still sways in winds that sing your song, bound by rusted memories where your whisper lingers long. Every sunset's a curtain call of a play where I'm alone. Rusted gate stays, my love, and I stay forever home.
Out where the oak tree whispers to the breeze, past Johnson's farm, that old porch calls to me. We dance 'neath stars, your laughter in the wind, those moonlit nights, my heart you'd always win. A scarf you left still hangs upon the rail, its threads as worn as tales this cabin tells. A porch cries under the weight of yesteryears. Sunsets bleed like the tears we can't reclaim, where your shadow merged with mine. Now just gravel roads and the echo of your name. The saddle rests untouched by time's rough hands, but I've roamed far past these wild forgotten lands, Where once our dreams like wildflowers freely bloom, now empty rooms and silence starkly loom. An old path fades where we once walked in stride, under a sky too vast, too deep to hide. Porch cries under the weight of yesteryears. Sunsets bleed like the tears we can't reclaim. Where your shadow merged with mine, now just gravel roads and the echo of your name. Sometimes the wind brings whispers soft and low, a hint of songs we sang so long ago. And though I've tried to wander from the past, in every dusk your memory holds fast. A porch cries under the weight of yesteryears. I'm learning now, some ghosts you never cleared. Where once our love lay deep like riverbeds, remains the dust of all that's left unsaid. In twilight's hush, the night takes up your part, sings to the beat of this old weathered heart.
In the shadow of an ancient oak, where whispers dance with the ghostly smoke, I found her scarf beneath the stars, faded blue like old guitars. It smelled of juniper and rain, took me back to where we once lain, on a porch of weathered wood, in a sleepy town that understood. Oh, that scarf, it listened well to the dreams and tales we tell, wrapped in warmth under frontier skies, where love lived true in her emerald eyes. Now the wind carries away each thread like the words I never said, but her memory's a melody that rides the plains forever free. Years have rolled like a restless stream, and that old town's a faded dream, where gravel roads lead to empty homes, and my heart walks dusty lone alone. The oak has withered, lost its might, like my soul come each twilight. No more laughter from the rail, just the echo of her farewell. Yes, that scarf, it listened well to the love we can never quell. Now it's just a tattered grace, lost in the folds of time's embrace, while the sunset bleeds and cries over mountains where my heart lies. Her memory's a melody that haunts the hills endlessly. Bleed, unravel every creed, the scarf, the banner of the past, in the endless prairie vast. It's in the quiet of the pines, where solitude forever dines, that I find her whispered sighs, in the land where my old heart lies. Oh, that scarf, it knew it all, every rise before the fall. Now it's fraying at the seams, like the edges of my dreams. As the stars begin to peak, it's her voice in the wind I see. Her memory's a melody that rides the plains where I'm still free. The scarf still listens on every lonesome starlit night, holding all our lost loves tight beneath the endless wandering skies.
I left that town before the dawn, with nothing left worth leaning on. No suitcase full of hope or shame, just a man too tired to keep his name. I passed the sign that said welcome home, but home ain't where the heart has gone. So I let my name blow with the leaves and found some peace in losing me. I don't go by that name no more, the one she used to whisper for. It don't belong in mouths that lie, or die in towns where dreams go dry. Call me wind or call me ghost, or just the man who drinks the most. But don't you speak what came before. I don't go by that name no more. They say a name holds who you are, but mine got left in an empty jar. I gave it all, I bled it true, but no one came when it was due. Now I live from camp to post, and let the silence be my host. No one asks and I don't tell why I flinch at certain smells. I don't go by that name no more. It ain't on signs or record doors. It ain't in songs or wedding cards, just buried deep in canyon yards. You wanna talk, then pour the rye, and maybe I'll recall July. But once it's gone, close that door. I don't go by that name no more. Names are for the ones who stay, but I become the miles I stray. Each town I pass I leave no stain, just stories told without a name. I don't go by that name no more. The wind might hum it lost and sore, but it don't fit this face I wear, not since she looked and wasn't there. So call me rain or call me shore, but I don't go by that name no more.
In a town where the oak trees whisper and sigh, I recall her porch where the old swing still lies. Her eyes listened like the prairie to rain, knew all my joy and cradled my pain. We trace gravel roads under skies wide and vast, but like shadows at dusk, those days they passed. Her eyes listen, but now they roam far from my star, across empty cabins where wild memories are. In the silence of the wind, her laughter I chase through the fading trails of her vanishing grace. The saddle sits dusty, my boots worn and old, in a room where a scar holds the cold. Seasons turn ruthless, the oaks aged in grief, each leaf a story, each fall too brief. She left with the dawn like a phantom, a ghost, leaving echoes in the heart she knew most. Her eyes listen, but now they roam far from my star, across empty cabins where wild memories are. In the whisper of the trees, her soft verses I hear, but they're just fleeting shadows, she's no longer here. So here's to the trails that we once rode side by side. Now I wander them alone, with the sunset as my guide. The land stretches out like the sorrow in my chest. In the quiet of this night, I admit I'm just a guest. Her eyes listen, and oh how my soul has tried to move past the pain to the other side. But in every dusty sunset and each star above, I find the beauty and the curse of an undying love. Her eyes listen, and I'm still learning to let go in this haunting quiet where the cold winds blow. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild rivers bend, lies a memory of you in the whispers of the wind. Your scarf still blue as the wide open sky flutters silent on the porch where we once watched days die. And the ghosts listened as I called out your name through the crackle of leaves and the soft falling rain. In the heart of the night, under stars we once knew, the echo of your laughter and the silence that grew. Now the trail's overgrown, where we rode side by side, empty cabins, hollow roads, where our promises died. That old saddle sits untouched, collecting dust and decay, like the love we left behind, fading more every day. The ghosts listen as I whispered goodbye to the dreams we had sown on that vast prairie sky. Now the wind speaks your name with a sorrowful sigh, in the places we wandered where my lone heart still lies. By the light of a fire, with the cold
song we once sang. Now a lonesome sound, it's the trail I walk alone, where my hope is earthbound. Yes, the ghosts listen as I cry through the night, holding shadows close in the fading firelight. But the rivers keep flowing like the tears that I've shed, and the ghost of what was never leaves my head. In the whisper of the oak, under starlight so grand, you're a memory that lingers in the ghost-ridden land. With each sunset that bleeds over mountains so vast, I'm a cowboy who wanders, tethered still to the past. In the shadow of the oak stands a cabin old and warm, where the porch creaks neath my boots like it did when love was born. By the windowsill she left a faded blue bandana. Now it's just a dusty relic fighting time, just like its owner. The sun sinks slow, painting bruises in the sky, every hue a haunting whisper of a time that passed us by. And the sunset haunts with colors of your lap, trails you blazed into my heart, now but old photographs. The wind sings low through the canyon, calls your name. Oh, the sunset haunts, but the memories remain. Years have worn the leather of the saddle where you rode beside me, wild and free, on those endless gravel roads. Now the reins hang loose and the stirrups sway along. Echoes of the hooves are like a song that's barely known. Autumn rain on tin roofs plays a lonely plaintive sound. It's the rhythm of what's missing and the dreams that ran aground. And the sunset haunts with colors of your smile, gone the way of silent whispers and the miles. The wind cries soft through the willow, hangs the moon. Oh, the sunset haunts, and I'm aching for you soon. Underneath the open sky, the stars watch and they know how the heart keeps secret places where a lonely cowboy goes. In the quiet of the night, with the cold seeping through, I'm learning that some shadows are just forms of me and you. So the sunset haunts with traces of your eyes underneath the vast unending aching skies. The wind's a gentle hand, the dusk a soft embrace. Oh, the sunset haunts, and its beauty finds your face. Yes, the sunset haunts where the old love never dies. Out by the willow where the
creek used to run. Found an old cabin wood bleached by the sun. Carved our names deep in that gnarly oak skin. Her laughter's echo over whispers of wind. Beneath that old porch hid from midsummer's blaze. Her scarf still lies there, lost in the haze. Her voice cries in the canyon tonight, through echoes that dance with the pale moonlight. Her sighs are the wind in the valley so low, where my heart's buried deep in the cold shadow. Oh, her voice cries, and I'm still learning why. Each sunset's more painful than the last goodbye. Seasons have turned and that creek's running dry. Gravel roads wind where we once watched skies. The willow's grown old, its branches now bend like my weariest soul. At each day's end, that scarf frayed and faded like memories worn. In a dusty saddle from a love long torn. Her voice cries in the canyon tonight, through echoes that dance with the pale moonlight. Her sighs are the wind in the valley so low, where my heart's buried deep in the cold shadow. Oh, her voice cries, and these old eyes don't lie. Each sunset's just shadows of her silent sigh. If whispers could talk, her old ghost could walk, would she wander back softly, or vanish like chalk on the edge of this earth where our dreams fell through? The land keeps her whispers and the sky keeps us blue. Her voice cries in the canyon so deep in my dreams. It's her voice that disturbs my sleep. And I roam these lands tethered to her echo. Her voice cries in the wind and I can't let go. Yes, her voice cries, and I'm bound to follow through fading trails and valleys hollow.
In the shade of an old oak tree, I carved our names so wild and free, under skies too vast to claim, by the porch where the lilies came. Your scarf danced with a prairie wind in that dusty town where my dreams thinned, and the cabin stood on the weeping bend where our summer love was supposed to mend. Hollow heart, listen to the crackle of leaves, saddles and memories bound by silent thieves. Every sunset bleeds a little of your light as the shadows steal the edges of the night. Now the oak tree's grown, the name's barely seen. The porch gave way like those visions in between. Gravel roads lead to towns with no cheer, and the cabin's empty, echoing what's no longer here. Rain taps on the window like your fingers waters drumming soft, each droplet a reminder of what we've lost. Hollow heart, listen to the crackle of leaves, saddles and memories swept away in silent grief. Every sunset bleeds a little of your light, and I'm just a shadow lost to the night. Was it the wanderer, or the stain that tore us apart, or the quiet of a promise breaking slowly in the dark? Echoes of your laughter, they haunt the dusty trails where my hollow heart will listen as all else failed. Hollow heart, listen. Oh, how it hurt, the unspoken goodbyes in the absence of words. Every sunset steals a piece of my mind as I let go your hand into the fading light.
Out where the oak tree shadows stretch, neath the setting sun's fire sketch, there's a dusty trail that winds and haunts with the whispers of my love's soft taunts. We danced on gravel where the creek bends low, her laughter mingled with the river's flow. Oh, my heart, it rides these lonesome plains through whispering winds and unending rains. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf she wore, a memory fading, but mine evermore. Those timeless roads where our dreams did dance leave trails of sorrow and lost romance. Cabin's empty, the porch swings alone, echoing footfalls, a ghost in the bone. Where wildflowers dared to claim the land, her gentle touch vanished from my hand. So I ride past with the dust, my shroud, among these haunts where love once bowed. Oh, my heart, it rides these lonesome plains through whispering winds and unending rains. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf she wore, a memory fading, but mine evermore. Those timeless roads where dreams did dance leave trails of sorrow and lost romance. In the silence of the night I hear her call from the shadowed woods where old oaks sprawl. No tether holds nor time's harsh decree can steal the moment she shared with me. So I wander these roads under starry domes, a cowboy's heart finds no final home. The trails I ride with her memory fraught, in timeless road haunts forever caught. Oh, my heart, it bleeds beneath each star, chasing a love always near yet far.